One more thing I'd like to add to my list of notes, post-it notes for you. For me, living in America is like living in hell. And I love living, but I don't like living in hell. Most of you who have some concept based upon what you've been taught, because I really don't know what hell is like. If you found yourself there, you'd do anything you possibly could to get out. And if you thought that if somebody blew your brains out, that would free you from hell, but you'd wake up in another place much better than hell, you'd be lined up trying to get out of hell. But this world we live in today, we've been in it all our lives, and people traditionally have accepted it as being, well, our country, the greatest country on earth, except if you're living in Russia, the greatest country on earth, or if you're living in China, the greatest country on earth, or you're living in Asia, the greatest country on earth. Everybody's country is the greatest country on earth, is all they know, basically. And not knowing anything about heaven, and having such a dire picture of hell, they definitely don't call this hell. And in order for this to be hell to you, you got to have some concept of what freedom from hell is like. And if you have some concept of what freedom from hell is like, and that means you would understand what this is when it says that it's reflecting hell. And you would want out of this thing. You definitely, I do. I want out of this hell just as much as you would want out of a hell that's burning with fire. Most folks, though, don't see it like that. And that's okay. I don't have to get angry because you don't see it like this. When the Bible says Jesus lived on earth, he saw it as hell. That's why he said, my kingdom is not of this world. Didn't mean it wasn't of this earth. It meant it was not of this trend of thinking. It was not of this trend of action. It was not as we the people who are led by Satan. It is not that. So Christ said it's not of this world. And my way of thinking and how people should live is not projected here in this world. Now, I have said oftentimes that I'm ready to get out of here. Not ready to stop living, but ready to get out of the system. A lot of folks think just because they, as I've said many times, go to church, that they're escaping it. They say letting the weeds and the wheat grow together. Well, the difference is that when weed grows, it's weed, and when wheat grows, it's wheat. But when this world grows, it's living off of a lie. When the change, the spiritual life, is imbued in us, then we don't live according to the way we normally live. We live according to the dictates of the heavenliness that we know, the dictates of the heavenliness that God has taught us, the dictates of the heavenliness which we say we want. We got to have. We don't wait till some tomorrow. We start creating it today. You know, you look at the weeds. The weed eats its nourishments from the soil. So does the wheat. So let the evil create his evil. But let the greatness and the goodness create his goodness and greatness. Now somebody said there's going to be a war. Well, let it be a war. Let good do the things that good does in a state of war. And let evil do the things that evil does in a state of war. It's okay. God is the author. When Martin Luther King was around, he talked about Christ and Jesus and God and righteousness all the time. He talked about it in such a way that led to his actions. And his actions caused people to follow him. But the devil says King is too dangerous. He's destroying my hell. So they decided to kill him. And they killed him. But what happened to all those people who were following King? What happened to the God power that were leading them? They went and took a seat. What does that mean? That means that they didn't know God before, then they still don't know God. If they had known God, they'd have stood up continuously, just like they were doing with King, even after King was gone. But they couldn't do that. Why? Because they didn't know God. Why aren't we doing it today? We don't know God. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you something. Getting mad at me. I want you angry with me. But I'm going to tell you this. You do not know God. How do I know that? I watch your actions. I watch your lack of love. You don't know God. But I don't come to condemn you. I just come to tell you don't know him. What good they're going to do? I don't know. Probably none. But anyway, let me let you go. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.